Nice jersey, Adit.
Are you wearing it on purpose or did someone force you, bro?
अभी मैं क्या बोलूँ guys, production के लिए करना पड़ता है यार.
हाँ, जर्सी अच्छा लग रहा है.
Okay, but enough jokes on me. Let's welcome everyone to the first football episode on GameTime Banter.
Uno, dos, tres, ¡Hala Madrid!
This is a big episode, you know. Football is finally here. We have been working on this for a while.
Yeah.
So, and
If you remember, we were trying to do Euros as well.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't pull it. But yeah, finally,
Yeah.
new season is up. So, are you wearing a new printed jersey of Liverpool?
Yeah.
I
It's-
mean,
it's-
is there a name called Zubimendi behind your back?
Hopefully soon. Hopefully it's being printed. I'm waiting for that tweet to pop up on my phone that says "Here we go."
Yeah, here we go. Zubimendi successfully rejected Liverpool.
Definitely not. It
Barca
was
fans have a
Barcelona.
lot of experience with rejections,
Yeah.
especially from Zubimendi. I would say.
Adit, please.
You know, but when we're talking about transfers, you know, Barcelona, you guys, it's not just that you guys are rejected because you don't have a pull. You guys don't have the money.
Excuse
you guys
me?
are broke.
Excuse
You are broke.
Bro, I recently saw news from Fabrizio Romano that a guy called Dani Olmo we signed for 60 million.
Why? Why?
Why?
You guys are broke. Okay, you guys have put 6-7 levers to save your economics.
Bro,
And you guys don't need an attacking midfielder. You guys have just gone and spent 60 million on Dani Olmo.
When you have players like Pedri and Fermin Lopez
Exactly.
in the squad, where are you going to play them?
see the thing is, I will come from the front. Okay, so the first signing ideally we would want is Nico Williams because
Right.
we are lacking in the field where left wing is a position which we must have.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a out and right wide dribbler or a player which is ideal to Lamine Yamal who is
Yeah.
on the right.
Right.
So we wanted a player who is can pull a 1v1 threat.
Correct.
So we tried Nico Williams. So
And
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
get him, so you went and wasted money on an attacking
I mean,
midfielder.
I-
What sort of logic is this? This is why you guys are in debt.
Bro, honestly, almost signing is like, Laporta giving out that signature statement that we have signed someone this season. It almost seems like a desperate signing, yaar.
And you know,
कोई तो sign करने तो कर लिया भाई.
it reminds me of when Liverpool signed Ozan Kabak on loan because of our centre back injuries. Like ऐसा signing करने के लिए दिखाया है कि signing आया है. But why 60 million?
It's
You
technically
guys
not
paid
50,
more than the
55.
release clause. You
Yeah, but
guys
still.
paid more than the release clause. You let the release clause
No,
expire.
60 million is the
51 was the release clause.
60.
60, I think. But then anyways paying more than 60 because 7 million.
No, we are paying 55 and add-ons.
How desperate do you have to be to spread 60 million across 6
No, the
years?
thing is, with Hansi Flick coming
You are paying EMI on transfers.
No, with Hansi Flick coming in, I think we have a plan.
Bro, Olmo doesn't fit into Hansi Flick's plan at all. Where are you going to play him?
Number 10.
Number-
See,
Pedri.
when he was
Pedri.
managing, when Pedri, how much matches he will play, you think?
Bro,
Without injury?
You have Fermin Lopez again. You have Gavi. You have so many players in the midfield.
Bro, the thing is, wait, this Dani Olmo guy
Yeah.
is not an out-and-out winger. He is the kind of a guy who will come inside. He can play on the left wing,
Right.
and he will come in.
Agreed.
Okay. So if Pedri is ideally playing in the number 10, Fermin Lopez, not Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo can play in left winger.
Bro, that makes Olmo redundant. You are killing off his abilities, bro.
It
Don't
does
play him on
not.
the left wing.
It does not justify a 60 million.
Bro,
pound
come on! I'm
transfer.
trying to save my club.
If you were trying to save your club, you wouldn't be spending 60 million on
I know.
on
I
a
know.
redundant player. Okay?
I would have said no in a brutal way.
That is, you could have spent 60 million on
Okay,
Inaki
let
Williams.
me pull off this face and actually talk, spit some facts. We don't want Dani Olmo.
Okay, there is acceptance. There is acceptance.
We want a defensive midfielder.
Right.
With 60 million, we could have pulled someone who is a good defending midfielder.
He's
We
not-
could have gone
Who
for-
in the market? Who in the market? Right.
I mean,
the market for defensive midfielder
not an
is
actual,
very down.
not an actual 6, but a guy like Mikel Merino, we can got him for 20 million.
Right.
Right, that's what Arsenal
But
did.
then, can he play in a system like that of Flick?
But by the way,
That's the
it's not
question.
happening. Huh? Flick has already announced that they're not signing any more midfielders this season.
Right.
It is not happening.
I don't think it makes sense. You guys are pretty stocked in midfield. Yes, I know you guys get unlucky with injuries and all, but you know, from a signing perspective, when you look at the squad, I don't think it makes sense for Barcelona to go out there, especially considering your financial status. You guys are broke quite
And
literally.
ever jewel that Barca has of
You-
La Masia.
Yeah.
You have Mark Bernal and Mark Casado coming in, so nobody
No,
knows.
no club can say this, right? You know
Yeah.
a guy called Lamine Yamal. You know, at 17 years of age, you know what's his market value?
Stop making me feel like I've done nothing in life. Okay, you need to stop that. But yeah, so that's there. But still, bringing in Dani Olmo when you could have brought in Inaki Williams, there was obviously Luis Diaz was
Nico.
Sorry,
Iñaki is the guy who's pulling him back, bro.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
telling him
yeah.
that just stay with us for another year. We're playing Europa.
Seriously,
again.
I really thought that this 60 million can be used in a different way.
Yeah.
So
Because there were rumors that you guys wanted to go for Luis Diaz as well, and I can't lie, Diaz would have fit in.
you
well.
would be happy to sell him off and buy someone good. I know. I know
we
you're
had-
like
we
Liverpool
had-
guys. This is how you scammed Coutinho with this.
Not our problem. You guys willingly played 142 million
Oh,
per him.
come on.
Okay. And not our problem as well that you didn't utilize him properly.
Bro, that is the reason.
What
you
you
know,
did with
you know
Coutinho,
what happened.
by the way, what you did with Coutinho is what you're about to do with Olmo. Coutinho was a 10.
Barca has a history of doing this.
You utilized Coutinho
On
who
the
was a
wing.
10 on the wing. And then you guys were crying that he did not live up to the
Barca
price
has done
tag.
this with Griezmann as well, bro. You have to agree.
Bro,
Yeah.
wrong
The
player.
player came back from
You are trying to
Right
replace
player, wrong
Neymar.
time.
You are trying to replace Neymar.
Right,
the
the
winger.
wrong team. Not even wrong time. I'll say wrong team.
Wrong-
I'll go to that.
Wrong
extent.
coach, bro. This is
No. You cannot, genuinely you cannot, you guys ruined Coutinho's career. He was a Ballon d'Or winning midfielder. He was a
Then why did you
magician.
sell?
Because you guys were willing,
Why did you say-
because you guys were willing to fund transfers for Virgil van Dijk
You
and
scammed
Alisson.
us, bro. He is
There is
talking
no
that shit.
scam.
As a neutral, I'm having this conversation.
You know what did they do with that money? They bought Virgil van Dijk and Alisson.
Exactly, that's what these guys willing. They said we'll
Why
buy-
did they sell?
We
Ballon d'Or winner.
rejected bids from 60 million onwards, okay? From 60 million onwards, you guys willingly increased the transfer fee by 80 million euros. That, by the way, that is the type of negotiation Michael Edwards
Bro,
does.
we are willing to sell you Clement Longley for
But we are not willing to buy that. We are not
Ballon d'Or
willing
winning.
to buy. Sriraam, see, the difference is we are not willing to buy. You guys are willing to buy at that price. That's the difference. If you offer us Clement Longley at 80 million, nobody is willing to buy.
Let's keep that aside because I think those are bad bottom of financial decisions for Barca. Let's go to the other big two teams in La Liga, bro. Both the Madrids. Real Madrid.
First, we have to talk about this Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid
People
is
are
not a
sleeping
signing.
on the business they are doing.
Yeah.
Four new signings. I'll name all of them. Leon Nomad,
Mhm.
Julian Alvarez,
Mhm.
Alex Sorloth,
Mhm.
and then Gallagher.
Let me ask you one of this question. Do you personally feel Julian Alvarez is worth 95 million?
Absolutely not. Honestly,
I
I'll
think
say this: nobody in the market is currently worth the value they are going for. Nobody. The market is inflated, and it has been inflated by clubs like Barcelona paying 90 million and 100 million for Dembele, paying 142 million for Coutinho. Clubs like Paris Saint-Germain paying 222 million for Neymar. And then there are clubs like Manchester City who have gone out and splurged. I mean, they haven't made big money signings, but then there's also signings like 100 million for Jack Grealish.
And Guardiola for 100 as well.
Yeah, Guardiola for 100. You look at Chelsea, they are.
And
Chelsea, I saw this.
And
on
I
Twitter.
think Liverpool splashed 85 million for Darwin Nunes to hit a six and all.
Still, Nunes is something that is,
See, we are accepting our bad investment. You have to accept it and move on.
Nunes isn't worth 85 million, but then again, as I said, I said this, nobody in the market is worth what they're going for.
Of course.
It's just trying to be
that's what I'm
diplomatic.
saying.
Yeah, it's trying to be very diplomatic.
I'm agreeing with that. Nunes hasn't lived up to the price tag, but then I never thought that he was worth the price tag.
Okay. Now let's not go back from the Atletico Madrid.
Bro, the main question is where is Atletico getting all this money from?
Bro, they haven't spent in a long time this much. So
True,
they are,
They haven't spent in a long time. They have reduced so many wages.
Exactly. So just because this English Premier
Yeah.
League is taking all the attention, we are just not focusing on Atletico Madrid. It's a
Sleeping
very
giants.
big club. I'm
Sleeping
saying
giants.
you, the revenue is literally so big. And you know this Leon Nomad, who's played for
Spain.
Real Sociedad,
Yeah.
and
For
also
Spain
played
they
for
Euro
Spain.
now, yeah.
Do you think he really worth 30 million? He worth 60 million if he is in a Premier League. It's a
If a
it's
Premier League
steal
club
for
enters
30
the
million.
race, if a
Probably,
Premier League club enters the race, then he probably goes for 60.
He's like
70
25 years old and he's really good. I'm saying you,
Yeah.
he's really good. He's,
One for the
he's a
future.
really good.
Real
defender.
Sociedad has developed quite a few good players.
True, true.
We are in talks for Zubimendi,
Yeah.
Learn Norman going to.
And the Sorlat, he's also a great player. Norway
Coming from
international.
Villarreal.
Yeah, and he scored
Crazy.
4 goals against Real Madrid last season.
Oh yeah, last season that match
Yeah.
was crazy.
And Gallagher, bro.
Gallagher is another sleeping this thing. It can be a transfer that can go sideways.
No. I
depends on
think
how
for
he
Atletico
goes.
Madrid he will suit because
Especially because of his tenacity and the way
Exactly.
Simeone plays
Yeah,
exactly.
in that counter-attacking style.
Yeah.
Bro, Simeone is building a monster, bro, this season under Atletico Madrid.
Do
Seriously.
you think Atletico come back for the title like they did a few seasons?
chances are there. Because they won the
Madrid has the
title.
super team.
Bro, Real Madrid.
They are talking
Real
about the
Madrid.
monster. Talking about the
The
monster.
real monster in the house.
Madrid has an absolute super team. Their team, every single possession is a monster.
Stacked.
Yeah, they're stacked like crazy.
And, I mean, see, nobody really knows which club I support under this jersey, so I'm going to be very neutral and talk
Everybody knows.
I'm going to talk
That's the
about.
reason why you're wearing this jersey.
Let me talk about Madrid, bro. The kind of aura that Madrid has right now, they literally reject players who probably won't even come to Madrid on their terms.
Right.
Same with Alexander Arnold. They say we don't want you, we'll get you next season for free.
Same like Euro.
But Arnold, this is maybe my bias speaking, but I don't expect Arnold to leave. I don't expect Arnold to leave.
That's a bit of favoritism.
Favoritism.
It is favoritism. It's easy for
I'm
me
the only
to
Yeah.
sit in this badge and say that Arnold won't leave.
Yeah, I know. See, I can understand because if someone is saying Lamine Yamal is going to leave us, and of course I won't be like no.
Yeah. I don't think Arnold leaves. He's got that boyhood attachment. He's cows at Liverpool. It's going to be a big this thing for Real Madrid to
But
do.
he wasn't the only fullback that was linked to Madrid. It was Davis who was linked. Bro,
Davis
Davis
is left
at
back,
Madrid.
Davies, I mean,
Davies
I mean,
the transfer-
Carlo Ancelotti told that they are not going to sign any players.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully they don't.
Hopefully.
For you.
तेरा तो गेम बजाना पड़ेगा
For you means what?
For us, indeed.
Yeah.
Don't expose
What do you mean for you?
me. Don't expose me. Yeah,
Bro, but still, see the front line. Mbappe, Vinicius Junior.
Flash
Rodrigo.
would lose to the winner race.
Bro, a big question here when Mbappe was signed. Where is Jude going to play?
Who?
Jude.
Jude will be the attacking midfielder.
Okay, but you still have other midfielders who you probably want to play.
I mean, what
What would be the ideal
What-
midfield
The
for
ideal
Madrid?
midfield is, I think, Kamavinga and Tchouaméni playing a pivot with.
You really
Jude
think
up
he's
front.
going to start Kamavinga?
That would be the ideal. You asked me the ideal midfield, not what will happen.
He will
You asked
start
me the
as,
ideal
He
midfield.
will start and Modric will come in as
a substitute.
Yeah.
Off the bench.
Otherwise, Modric will start and Kamavinga will come and help. Tchouaméni and Kamavinga will mostly start and up front Bellingham. Up front Mbappe, left Vinicius, right Rodrigo, and they have signed this new kid Endrick.
Endrick is
And Brahim Diaz is also
60,
there.
70 million for him. He's what, 19, 18, 19?
He's 18. Bro, that's the same amount of money Barca threw for Vitor Roque.
Can you just stop?
You guys,
Where-
and then it starts English clubs being blamed for inflating the market, it seems.
Bro, Barca threw in the
Throwing
same money.
80 million, 60 million, 60 million, 80 million,
Bro,
whatever at
let me
youngsters.
tell you honestly. When Barca were in the rise, no, in the top of the world,
How
do
many
you,
years
do you,
back?
do you know?
Yeah,
I know. Do you know exactly what is the reason? Because of La Masia.
Yeah.
We haven't signed any great names
Right.
because of purely La Masia.
Right.
We were in the top of the world. Now after this, I think in 2013 or 14 we signed Luis Suarez. That is the last good signing we made.
Big name signing.
Yeah. Everyone agree with that. After that, when the market turns, we started to signing players, big players. We failed.
It wasn't you failed, you guys had the revenue, okay? You had generated the revenue from a golden period, it wasn't put to good
And we
use.
didn't
You
know how
guys-
to manage that and how to spend that.
Yeah, it wasn't even about managing that. That's a completely different story. But about spending it. You guys just saw players who were doing well in flashes,
Yeah.
and without evaluating whether they fit into the club,
Exactly.
you guys went ahead and spent ridiculous amounts on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Usman Dembele, Philippe Coutinho, Samuel Umtiti, they are the big names that come to mind.
And what-
Barca was a financial disaster class, bro. When the rain, he was at Barca.
He's genuinely run your club into the ground. Because you guys are now you are partnering up with a food delivery service for Barca Kitchen. to try and recuperate money. You guys are holding weddings in the Camp Nou.
No, even Real Madrid are doing that. See, every club does.
You guys are doing it because you need the money. Real
We
Madrid
don't
are doing
even
that
have
because they are
we
offering the
don't-
experience.
We don't even own a ground now. Come on, it's a restriction.
They're selling off grasses on the old Camp Nou.
They were selling chairs. I had read.
But
Hello guys, nice talking to you.
but enough about La Liga. Let's come to the battle of the balls and
Oh.
Premier League.
Are they not?
I'm waiting for this. I'm very excited. You know, when the announcement of Klopp leaving came, I was heartbroken. I literally cried. Okay, because I have supported Liverpool all my life, but the years that I've actually properly followed them, the only manager I've seen in the dugout is Klopp. For me, Klopp was synonymous with Liverpool. I never saw him going anywhere. But
Sorry to interrupt. I have seen him when he's handling Dortmund.
yeah,
Absolute monster. So
he's
He's his rivalry with Bayern and that and
with Pep, basically,
with Pep,
it's basically Klopp and Pep. They have handled football rivalries for the last few years.
Absolutely.
But I was very anxious to see where this club would be heading in the next generation. But
after Brendan Rodgers.
after Klopp left.
After Klopp
Yeah.
Now the new
Right.
era.
But in the new era, but in terms of management, when we talk about the return of Michael Edwards, Julian Ward, we saw the arrivals of Pedro Marquez and Richard Hughes, all of them who are experts in terms of being football directors, in terms of being sporting directors. And there is we have also seen the re-arrival of our head of data, Ian Graham. He's also returned. So I'm very confident that the appointment that they have made in slot, these guys have made the appointment. They're
Backroom
football
slots.
wizards. Yeah, they were the ones who appointed Klopp. They are the ones who made the signings like Salah and Mane instead of Götze and Brand. They are the team that made the signings like Van Dijk and Alisson. I put a lot of
That made the
trust.
signing of Darwin Nunes as well.
No, they are not. They are not. No. By the way,
No, they left.
Edwards, the management that I'm talking
They
about.
had a clash with
sporting management.
Klopp in
Yeah.
2019 after they won the
Yeah.
Champions League and
Yeah.
They left across the period of 2020, 2021 and 2022. The entire management that I mentioned right now, they had left.
and
now
Klopp
that
was the
Klopp
only
left-
one managing everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had come back. So Darwin Nunes, Luis Diaz, they are some of the signings that are actually Klopp, or rather Klopp and his coaching team
his
signings.
management, yeah.
They are not database signings that Liverpool's sporting
So,
team usually takes.
do you think personally that was it a right time for Klopp to leave?
Yeah, I think that guy was running out of energy. You could see he was exhausted. 10 years at a club, especially a club where you can agree that I agree with what he said. This is such a club where you have to put in your 100% every day, and if you can't put in, if you are even putting in 99%, you aren't fit for this club. This is what this badge demands, and I agree to that. And honestly, I'm so grateful for the years he's given us. He's put us back on the top. And
How many Premier League you won?
For one season.
ये फंस गया सीएम
but aside from the fact of Man City beating us, they beat us by a point twice, and we have finished second multiple times. And Manchester City again, then they have the 115 charges.
I mean,
That's
they also have Pep Guardiola.
no, but
He
still-
might leave this. He
he
might leave at the
might
end of
leave.
this season.
But also,
So we
at the
might-
end of the day, financial doping is financial doping. So we'll see.
No, I want to come to the
what
point
happens.
where you where you said about there's all this big back end staffs are coming
Yeah.
into the Liverpool, which makes you so happy. Are you a little concerned that there is not yet of a good signing coming in?
No, because we as Liverpool fans are used to not having signings coming in. I can't lie.
But what will be your ideal lineup if this is how you are?
If we have no signings coming in, you are
Yes.
asking my ideal lineup.
Don't expect Zubimendi to come in.
If I expect Zubimendi to come in.
Zubimendi.
But I won't.
Wake up! Dream is over.
We'll
Good
put a
morning.
bet on this. We'll put a bet on this.
No, the thing is.
I'll bet you Zubimendi does come in.
Okay, what is the bet?
I'll give you a jersey.
Barcelona new one.
Liverpool one.
You bet him he has to wear a Madrid jersey.
Yeah.
You have to wear a Madrid jersey for an entire day.
I'm not coming for any.
I'm giving you a bet, okay? You wear a Madrid jersey for an entire day.
For one entire day.
You have to wear a Man United jersey.
I'd rather not.
Is the bet on? Is the bet on? No, but
I believe in Zubimendi.
Has Ornstein too.
The only thing I feel Zubimendi won't come because Real Sociedad is also playing the Champions League. And
they need their 18.
I think so.
No, according to the reports I read, was that one of the key things we offered him is that we have Champions League football.
And they
Sociedad finished 4th?
I
I don't remember last year.
Barca, Madrid.
I don't think so.
Madrid.
I don't think so.
Girona. I think they are in Europa League. Yeah.
They are in the Europe.
Bilbao
Yeah.
along with Bilbao and
Yeah.
Sociedad they're playing in the Europa League.
Oh my god.
So, talking about the lineup.
Girona's playing in the Champions League.
Girona's playing. But Girona again, they are Man City backed. They are part of City football.
City football.
Yeah.
But still they did a pretty good job in the.
So that's
So about signings.
about signings. I genuinely think ideally we should have a defensive midfielder. Ideally Zubimendi coming in and maybe a centre back.
Are you going to sell Salah?
Not this summer. Salah maybe he might go for free next summer.
Free.
Yeah.
You're
he goes
willing to let a player go for free rather than cash.
And a caliber like Mo Salah.
Because
if you
because
sell
the
him
point
now,
because the point is he might just extend a contract and we might cash him next summer.
don't you think that a
But I-
gamble? Because
it's a
if
big gamble.
this season he doesn't perform like Mo Salah we know, then his price might gradually.
Yeah, it
reduce.
might fall, but then you look at the current market because if you are aware, we agreed a deal for Anthony Gordon and then the deal fell through.
I thought Anthony. Sorry.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
They didn't vote.
Yeah, we agreed a deal for Anthony Gordon.
And I
because-
also read somewhere that you are going to sell off Luis Diaz and
That was the
PSG
point.
and bring
So the
in,
point was that Luis Diaz was going to be leaving because the rumors of PSG and Barcelona inquiring was swirling around. And the point was that Newcastle, because of their PSR guidelines to meet their
They have to sell,
regulations, they had to sell a player. And so they offered Anthony Gordon to us. We agreed a deal worth 75 million for Anthony Gordon, with Joe Gomez going the other way for 45 million. So it was a 30
Joe
million.
Gomez for 45.
Yeah, that was the deal.
Who was getting him for 45?
Newcastle. It was a
So
swap deal.
Newcastle throws around crazy money, bro.
No, but
45.
the point of it was this is what I talk about when I talk about the management coming back in terms of Michael Edwards and a sporting director like Richard Hughes. This is what they've done. Michael Edwards is a genius at negotiating and he trusts Hughes. I am assuming Hughes also is really good at this. It's not just the scouting out and identifying the players that they are good at, it's the negotiating part that they are good at as well. They have got numerous bargains, We got Salah for 30 million.
McAllister for 30.
Yeah,
Before even they are coming in.
McAllister for 30. McAllister was a release clause. Technically, it was an
But still,
informed
it's
release
a
clause.
great signing.
And
that you
McAllister was a great signing. But we are talking about the era signings that actually Michael Edwards did do. There is the signing of Salah went for 30 million. Mane was for 40 million. Robertson for 8 million. Those are the types of signings that you are talking about as
Barcelona.
No, but Luis Diaz might actually leave because PSG still
I don't
has
think he
that
leaves this
big
summer.
hole in attack after Mbappe going out.
They have a big hole.
In general,
Luis Diaz does not go this summer. It's past the point where Liverpool makes such a big outgoing unless.
And I think it's high time you pull in a guy who is at least a backup for Mo Salah.
Yeah, I think a backup for Mo Salah doesn't arrive this summer. I think we go in for Anthony Gordon once again next summer.
Okay, he will play on the left.
Yeah.
And up top he will have
I
Darwin
think
Núñez.
I think next summer we go for both Gordon and Kudus. That's my ideal decision.
So I think that you need a defensive left.
Left-footed centre back is also
Because
something.
Matip is leaving, no?
Matip has already left.
Yeah,
already.
already.
So I mean, there are rumors. I was reading the reports of Piero Hincapié.
Because as you know,
of
Virgil
Liverpool.
van Dijk is also aging. He's
Yeah,
33.
Yeah, there is a revamp needed in the squad. The squad continuously needs to be refreshed. And from the signings point of view,
That's what
think,
I said. Langley is there.
Longley is there. Right. What, Longley is 34, 35?
Bro, left-footed, bro.
Left footed, you need it.
Left footed. His right foot isn't there only. His left foot is the only one which works.
He is a magic left foot of Longley.
Just
Save
pay
Liverpool.
60 million and ship him off.
Barca is in desperate need of selling.
So
Yeah.
so that's the point. So yeah, there are signings that are needed, and I think Liverpool will make the signing of Zubimendi and one more. I think it would be a centre back.
I hope it's not a Zubimendi, but still.
I think Zubimendi, who has rejected you, will come to us.
The Barca fan
Come
crying
on.
inside.
But yeah, so let's not drag this point on. But coming to the fixtures, you guys.
No,
take
we were talking about Ball. So there is another one.
There-
Red Devil Ball is there. So.
Yeah.
Devil ball.
Yep. The battle of the bald people. It's,
Community Shield is coming up. Manchester United versus Manchester City.
Yeah.
What do you were saying something about good signings from Man United.
I'm saying good potential signings. Good Delict is still linked.
I mean,
Martial
yeah.
is still linked.
yeah.
Look at his injury concerns.
I mean, yeah, but United anyway hasn't been.
Have United even after making a good signing ever utilized it well? They are another Barcelona when it comes to utilizing.
They are
signings.
worse than us, at least.
They are worse than you, I agree. But still, they take inspiration from you guys and they manage to do it even worse.
Wrong inspiration. I mean, I'm in the point of time I'm here. I'm thinking whether Manchester United is a football club or a medical club. That everyone comes there to go directly to the hospital. And
No, bro. This was Liverpool also because I think that again comes down to the fixtures. You know how many there are. We are just increasing the fixtures. Players aren't able to cope up because this is a scene at every single club. You guys had lots of injuries last year. We also have a ridiculous amount of injuries. I think I'm still recovering from the PTSD of injuries that Liverpool had in 2021. We had our entire first team squad out. You guys also had a similar situation last season, I believe. You're the entire. It is still there.
Bro, what do you mean last season? It is
Yeah.
still there. It
it's still there. It will be there.
It's
Yeah,
never
no, it's a
So what is your predictions?
for the Community Shield.
Yep.
You know, the logical thing is to say Man City.
Who do you
That's-
hate more?
Who do I hate more? United, of course. City are recent by their plastic, but they're plastic.
I will bring in Rishi next show.
Rishi is outside somewhere. I know. I'll deal with him later on. I'll deal with him later on. But yeah, that's the point.
Who among you two is saying United? Tell me.
Of course.
What
City always.
No, but you never know. You never know.
I mean,
We you know the last one, the Carabao Cup it was, I believe. We expected
FA Cup.
United, FA Cup or Carabao Cup.
Nah, I
whatever it
mean,
was.
City played like it's gone, bro. It's
You
like
know- you never
last
know.
match they won the Premier League. Of course, they won't be.
Yeah,
but
no.
everything said and done, like United deserved that trophy. But
Yeah, but still, again, that's what I'm saying. You never know. United might have a
no,
fluke day when
I'm
they actually
blindly
turn
betting
up.
my money on
City.
Holland.
Holland doesn't do shit, man. He's over.
He scored a hat trick against
He's-
Chelsea in the friendly.
Yeah, but he's over. Haaland is a bit overrated. I can't lie.
But he finishes better than Darwin Núñez, of course.
Okay, guys, before we get into any more heated debates, let's just have our final says on where do you think Barcelona is going to finish at the end of the season and where do you think Liverpool is going to finish?
Barcelona finished third.
Champions of La Liga.
I highly doubt that. You have Atletico and Real Madrid.
Champions of La Liga.
We'll come back to this.
But no optimism, cheers. No,
Say the Barcelona fan.
So what is your Liverpool?
Editor, you have something to do here. Change up the jersey.
What is your Liverpool's hopes?
Realistically, I'm saying
Not
a
getting
top
the
three. Yeah, we are not getting the title. It's a transitional season.
Year after is going to be like that only.
No.
Yeah,
absolutely
Banter is
not.
back.
I've seen the few clips from the friendly. The football that we are playing is so fluid. I genuinely did not expect it to be this fluid coming from Arne Slot. And so yeah, I expect us to be in the to at least be contenders of the title until the winter break. I don't expect us to win the title in any way, but I expect us to contend for it for a brief. I don't expect us to be completely out of it.
Right.
I expect us to make Europe comfortably. And in the UCL, I think a performance until the quarterfinals or semi-finals is something that I would expect.
Group stage out.
We'll see about that.
So
Then again, the UCL format is different.
yeah, we have to talk about that, and we will do it.
A video about the UCL format and the draws is coming soon.
Yeah,
that's in the works.
And we haven't touched about big teams like Arsenal or City.
Arsenal's a
Chelsea.
big team, really.
I mean,
Really?
Arsenal followers.
Really?
perish. So we have to do a video about that and their season how it's going to be.
Yeah,
and we will try to pull in some.
We are having a video. We might have a reaction video to match week 1 across all the leagues. I think.
Yeah, we will do that.
I think that's a video that you guys should watch out for, and also a reaction to the Champions League draws whenever they happen. That's another thing we have planned. So
a lot lined up.
Yeah.
But if we don't stop now, the production team is probably going to
yeah, they're going to kick us out. So
I think that's been all on this episode of
Yeah.
Game Time Banter, and
Right.
we'll see you guys next time.
Viscar Barca.
you'll never walk alone.